What really happened behind the scenes of BTS's ARIRANG comeback that reportedly left some backstage staff emotional? Fans thought this era was only about record-breaking sales, a massive world tour, and the powerful return of BTS as a full group. But something unexpected happened behind the curtain, and it wasn't a dramatic conflict, it wasn't a viral mistake, it wasn't even about the stage. It was a simple sentence from Jimin. Yet that sentence completely changed the atmosphere in the room. And by the end of this video, you'll understand why this small backstage moment might be more powerful than any standing ovation. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're an ARMY who loves deeper BTS analysis without unnecessary drama, make sure you subscribe right now. Here, we don't just talk about what goes viral, we talk about what it means. Now let's get into the story that quietly touched a lot of people during the ARIRANG era. In early 2026, BTS officially returned with their highly anticipated album ARIRANG. This comeback marked a powerful new chapter following individual activities and military service periods for several members. The concept of ARIRANG was described as a reflection of identity, roots, resilience, and emotional reunion. It blended traditional Korean elements with modern global artistry, symbolizing both where BTS came from and how far they've gone. Promotion for this era was intense. Global press showcases, international interviews, high-pressure rehearsals, stadium-level world tour preparation, complex styling concepts combining tradition and high fashion. That means one thing: extreme workload behind the scenes. Makeup artists had to adapt looks to fit a cultural modern hybrid concept. Stylists had to merge contemporary tailoring with traditional influence. Concert managers handled technical blocking, lighting revisions, wardrobe timing, and safety protocols. Under that kind of pressure, backstage energy can easily become tense, and that's exactly where this story begins. According to stories circulating within ARMY communities and industry discussion platforms, one stylist shared an unexpected moment during costume fitting for a major ARIRANG performance stage. The wardrobe concept was intricate: layered fabrics, cultural references, precise detailing, tight timing. Normally, after fittings, idols quickly moved to their next schedule, but this time was different. Instead of leaving immediately, Jimin reportedly stayed behind for a moment. He looked at the styling team and said calmly, "This concept feels alive because of you. I feel confident because of the small details you thought about." It wasn't loud, it wasn't dramatic, it wasn't even about the stage. It was a simple sentence from Jimin. Yet that sentence completely changed the atmosphere in the room. And by the end of this video, you'll understand why this small backstage moment might be more powerful than any standing ovation. Some staff smiled shyly, someone reportedly laughed softly. The tension in the room lightened. And this wasn't a one-time moment. During another makeup session, Jimin again complimented not just the result, but the team's personality. He mentioned how their positive energy made long preparation hours more comfortable. In an industry where speed and perfection dominate, pausing to recognize people personally stands out. At first, this story circulated quietly. Then, larger fan accounts picked it up. Discussion threads formed around idols with exceptional work ethics. Fans began recalling similar moments from the past. Many ARMYs pointed out this wasn't surprising. They remembered Jimin bowing politely to hair staff after events, interviews where he mentioned how much he relies on backstage teams, acceptance speeches where BTS collectively thanked stylists and managers by name. What made this story spread wasn't scandal, it was consistency. This wasn't a random act for attention, it aligned with a pattern. But here's what makes this even more meaningful: timing. The ARIRANG era was one of the busiest periods BTS had faced in years. Rehearsals ran long, international schedules stacked up, sleep was limited.
When artists are under pressure, self-focus usually increases. Yet during this exact period, Jimin was reportedly the one extending attention outward. Body language details mentioned by those who shared the story included direct eye contact while speaking, no rush to exit the room, a steady and calm tone, and relaxed posture instead of performance mode intensity. These details may seem small, But in fast-paced entertainment environments, even 30 extra seconds of genuine acknowledgement matters. And this is the part many people overlook. But the story doesn't stop there. Because something else happened during tour rehearsals that made even the concert management team take notice. During a technical rehearsal for the ARIRANG World Tour, there was a last-minute stage blocking adjustment. The change affected lighting positions and quick costume transitions. Backstage staff had to move quickly and precisely. After rehearsal wrapped, Jimin reportedly approached one of the concert coordinators and said, "Thank you for making sure everything is safe. We can focus on performing because of you." Notice what he didn't say. He didn't say, "We performed well." He said, "We can focus because of you." That shift in wording shows awareness. He acknowledged that confidence on stage comes from invisible preparation. Now let's zoom out and look at the bigger picture. Idol-staff relationships aren't usually visible to the public. The K-pop industry is structured and hierarchical. Idols are the face. Staff work in the shadows. Yet throughout their career, BTS have consistently highlighted teamwork. And Jimin in particular has shown emotional growth over the years. In earlier interviews, he often mentioned self-pressure and perfectionism. In more recent conversations, he emphasizes gratitude, balance, and collaboration. That shift matters. And during the ARIRANG era, an album centered around identity and roots, his backstage actions mirrored the message of the project itself. Roots are not only about culture, they are about the people who support you from the ground up. The styling team, the makeup artists, the managers, the technical crew. They are part of the structure that allows the spotlight to exist. But there is one moment that truly stands out. During a major media showcase, a junior makeup staff member was reportedly nervous. It was their first large-scale project with BTS as a full lineup. The pressure was immense. According to circulating accounts, Jimin noticed the tension. He smiled gently and said, "You're doing really well. Don't worry, we're all supporting each other here." That sentence may sound simple, but imagine being new in a high-stakes global project. That reassurance changes confidence levels. That's the heart of this entire story. Not the applause, not the sales numbers, not the headlines, but creating psychological safety in a high-pressure room. In the middle of global spotlight, sold-out stadiums and worldwide press, he chose to see the individual, and that speaks volumes. So now the question is this: was this just a small, coincidental gesture, or does it reflect a consistent character trait that has been visible for years? Because if we look at BTS's longevity, their strength hasn't just been musical innovation, it has been relationships between members, with fans, and clearly with their backstage teams. Maybe that's why, after more than a decade, they still feel grounded. Maybe the secret to global stability isn't just talent. Maybe it's culture. What do you think? Are moments like this ordinary, or are they exactly what keeps a group strong behind the scenes? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you want more deep-dive BTS analyses that go beyond headlines and explore the emotional layers behind the scenes, don't forget to subscribe. Because sometimes the most meaningful stories happen where cameras aren't looking. See you in the next video.